You fucking asshole!
So those kids over there, if you see those two kids, I don't know
You
if you
fucking
saw them.
dead!
So I was just walking around, and for whatever reason, they decided to pelt
Hey,
us.
dame la fucking policía.
They decided to pelt us with tomatoes. So these two people were just sitting there.
Dame la fucking por allá se fue ese fucking bitch.
And you know the sad thing too is that so I was
Yeah, mira, look. They coming every day coming. What time is it work? What time is it?
oh no.
Every day coming, los boys. Every day, hay que chequearlo. Every day coming back.
Every day they're coming back
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Hay que checarlo tomorrow.
So okay, so this is the situation, okay? So I visited the community fridge. These two women were sitting down here, right? I walk away, and then all of a sudden a tomato hits me. And I turn behind me, and the kid says he's trying to throw it. The kid says he's trying to throw it to someone else, right? So I go over to him directly, and I chastise him. I say, you know, the community helps out to donate food like this. I volunteer my time to help sure that the community gets food. And I told him, I said, you know, do not play around with this stuff. Don't throw this stuff at people. And what this guy decides to do is while I'm walking away now, you guys, he throws a tomato, and not just me, but those two women over there who haven't done anything. So one woman had just reported that she comes here every day, and these two punks decide to just freaking waste food. So this is the first time in my life that I've actually got pelted by a tomato for no apparent reason. And it is sickening, it is sad, and I'm gonna be honest here, it is freaking terrible parenting. You know, the parents need to supervise their kids or watch what they're doing. I don't know how these kids have no respect for people around them. See, so you got tomatoes over here, you got tomato over here. I don't know if you guys saw it, but that boy was clearly aiming at us. Do you know why he does that?
Huh?
Do you know what his point is of doing that? He just randomly throws tomatoes at people?
Yeah, tomorrow coming every day. 6 o'clock, right?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, he coming every day 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. I got it.
Tomorrow you coming back, checking la policía. No, me calling the police. They're coming tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Every day. Mañana vienen a las 6.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna notify people who actually spend their time on these fridges. Because that is sad. You see these tomatoes? That boy grabs the tomatoes and he just throws it at people. You can try and discipline him. You can tell him how wrong it is. He doesn't give a shit. All he did was like a complete loser. He goes and throws the tomato at me from a far distance. And I didn't even see it coming because I was talking to that woman and I wanted to, I thought he was away. And he was an absolute coward. He goes across the street and throws a tomato at me. I don't know. I don't know what caused it. I don't know why he did it. He didn't give me an answer. He says, I took everything from the fridge. And I'm like, are you kidding me? What do you mean I took everything at the fridge? I took 3 carrots. That was it. 3 carrots. And then he's completely speechless, right? And then the other woman backed me up and she says, every single day he does this stuff. So he's absolutely a menace to society. I'm going to make sure that tomorrow I'm going to be here and hopefully other people are here as well. I don't know if I should be here actually because he might. I really want more adults to be here tomorrow at 6 p.m. because if this kid thinks he can just do this kind of stuff and ruin something, in a neighborhood, a really great thing in a neighborhood, then it's absolutely wrong. I should have actually filmed him. You know what? Next time if I see him, I will film him and you guys get to see it. Yeah, it was a kid. And normally I never, ever, ever talk to a kid. I will never, like if a kid is doing something, I never approach them. You know, I usually they're doing small things, but I have never turned my back and had a tomato thrown at me. And then when I turn around and I ask him about it, he claims he wasn't throwing it at me, he was throwing it at someone else, which was a bold-faced lie. And then when I come towards him, he claims that I took everything from the fridge, which is another bold-faced lie. And then this woman that you saw earlier, she says every day he does the same thing. He just throws tomatoes at people. It's sickening, it's sad. And yeah. So, yep, let's see here. So, the coward across the street. You can see the tomatoes thrown. See the 3 tomatoes? Actually, 4 tomatoes over there. 4 tomatoes, yeah. The thing is that I don't know if you guys saw it. After they throw the tomatoes and I was filming them, did you see them? They were sprinting across the street like absolute cowards. Yeah. All I can say is I don't know what kind of sick pleasure they get from throwing tomatoes at people, trying to rile them up. But one day, if they do that to the wrong person, they're going to get what's coming to them. Yeah. Yeah, and the sad thing too is that I've never had it where I have spoken to a kid and I tell them, I try to reason with them and say, you know, it's not funny. You know, it's disrespect to everything that the community has done trying to put these fridges together. The whole idea behind it is to help the community when it comes down to it. Anybody can take the food if they want. You know, if you want to take it, you can take it. However, make sure you eat it or you know someone who will. And then the kid just like looks at me stupidly and says, oh, okay, you know, I know someone who will. And then they walk away and then I walk away. And then I film the tomato trying to show you guys, and then you guys see me get pelted by a freaking tomato like a total coward. A total coward, yeah. So yeah, I gotta make a phone call. So I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm gonna contact one of the organizers at the other fridge. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. And you know what? Let me know how you guys would handle it. You know, I mean, it's hard because here's the thing. If you are not the parents, you cannot discipline this kid. You can scream at them, you can do whatever you want to them, but at the end of the day, the kid's gonna be like, ha ha ha, you know, someone got mad at me, but I don't give a shit because you're not my parent and I'm only gonna see you once maybe. It's terrible. It's terrible, and I completely blame the parent. You can tell me that I'm wrong. You can say that, oh, Erica, you know, you're making a rash judgment. No, a kid who does not accept and cannot get it through their head, and I got tomato all over my shirt, by the way. A kid who does not accept or does not recognize when an adult is speaking to them and chastising them, that's a kid who doesn't have respect for anybody. And I don't know if it's lax parenting. I don't know if it's because the parents are, you know, not around. I don't know if the parents don't give a shit about that kid. But it's sad because that kind of kid is going to be a complete menace to the society. And I don't care what people think about what I say right now. You cannot expect a person like that or a kid like that to grow up and respect other people. You cannot. And it was, like I said, it was completely unwarranted. You know, it takes a real, I'm not going to say the word here, but it takes a real type, a specific type of person to throw a tomato at someone while their back is turned to them. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys later. See ya.